Hi, thanks for wondering how to vote for AU 2009. That's coming up in December. Got with me on the phone, Dave. Hi, Dave. This is Will.
Hey guys.
Wow. Hi. We're just going to go through the process of logging on and voting for an AU speaker. And Dave, you got comments, questions, laughs, jokes. That's why you're here. You're a funny guy.
That's why my wife keeps me around too.
Wow. It's that bad, huh?
Wow.
Well, anyway. There's three basic steps. You got to log in, you've got to vote. You log in, you sign in, and then you vote. You create login, sign in, vote. That's basically. Okay. Take a look at this slide. This is where you are right now because you should be sitting on my website. Oh, hi website. Hi, there you go. So I'm going to walk through the PowerPoint slide, and then I'm going to come through and actually show you step by step on how to do this. That's the plan, Dave. I'm going to stick to the plan. Here's the plan. All right, AU's website, au.autodesk.com. You've probably been there before, Dave.
I am there now.
You are there now. So if you've been to AU before, you would register back onto your own AU account and then vote for people based off of your AU account. However, now you're getting Autodesk spam. If you don't want the spam stuff, here's the thing. You're going to register or log in. If you have not created a login, this is the thing you're going to see. And most importantly, this is the information, the key points that you need to know. When you're creating your login, all you need is some text. So, Dave, I'm not saying like it has to be your first or last name. It just needs to be text. I've put a couple of red bubbles in here just so you know what's really important, and that is the email and your password. I've given you, make sure you click no on the left and the right-hand side here. You want to just choose something for any of these, and that variable has to be checked. So the key points are right there in front of you. Remember these. All you have to do is remember your email and your password. What did I say? All you need to do is remember your email and your password.
I'm remembering them.
Okay, so Dave, I'm suggesting like you know with an email it's name@something.com, right?
Got it.
So okay, and then your password. You know the space balls where the password to the entire planet's air source is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's basically all you do.
That's the biggest. No, that's something else. Anyway.
Yeah, because you've been to AU, but if you haven't been to AU, or perhaps you may want to vote a couple more times than just once, all you have to remember is what you put down for the email and the password, and none of this matters, by the way, because once you've created the login, you actually have to log on, and when you log on, this is all the information you need to log on. There's no verification process for your email. There's no verification process before you actually become a member of AU, blah, blah, blah. You just have to remember the email and password. You select a speaker. Got any other speakers? Like that Tench Tillman? I hear he's got like 8, man. Dude.
There's that Larry Young guy, too.
Yeah, those guys. Cord Struckman, he spoke last year. He's a really good speaker. Helped him out with some Revit Management stuff, too. Yeah, Tench has like 8 or 9 topics. I think one of them's duplicated, though. So whenever I'm voting, it's like, which one do I vote for? Both of them? Okay. So essentially, once you get to the speaker, thanks, Dave, for helping me name off some key people there. There's also Mike Shen, Jason Gant. That's not Grant, Gant. And another couple. The list is going to be sorted.
Okay.
What do you think you do from there, Dave?
I think you vote for Will Harris.
Yeah. And then once you find me, you click on my classes. Or if you spoke, Dave, well, you speak, obviously, or we wouldn't be hearing you. You get in there, you add some sort of interest, some sort of comment, you click vote, and congratulations, you voted for us. Really, really appreciate it.
Now, am I going to get spammed by a bunch of stuff after this, Will?
You will if you put down your email.
All right. Okay,
Let
well,
me
I
show
like
you.
spam.
Hold on a second. Let me show you the process here.
It's useful information, though, right?
Oh, yeah. So we're sitting here at the website. We click on the proposal, any of these links that will take you there, the topics as well, take you to Autodesk University. What you want to do is create a login, so you're going to register or log in. If you've logged in, log in, right? That's your email address. You're going to get spam at if you can log in. Basically, you register. I give it a name. Super.
Actually, I found logging into Autodesk is you can deselect everything where you never hear from them again. They've been pretty good about that.
So, yeah. No spam. And
spam free zone.
yeah. So your email, you got to remember that. Put some sort of information in all of these. This is really simple. You know, just choose what you want to. It doesn't have to be specific. If you've gone to AU, great. If not, then whatever. Preferences, just make sure you click no on all these. You may have to select something there. But essentially, none of this really matters because you're never going to look at this again. So because this is D-U-M-B-E-R, dumber than 4, I don't know. So I'm going to do that again. D-U-M-B-E-R, dumber than 4 is the password that I'm using. So I remember my email, nospam@name.com, and my password. Submit. And I have now created the login, and then I need to go to, well, the call for proposals, same thing, and I use that email and that password. What was that? No spam at name.com and D-U-M-B-E-R 4. Okay. Don't use this email and login because now I have voted using them. Or I will have. It doesn't matter. I just created them on the fly. It's that easy. And then I go, who do we want to vote for? We want to vote for that annoying voice on the other side of this line. And here you go. Click on the topic. There you go. Yippee. Please vote for me. And from there, I can continue on. And notice that it says my vote on the right-hand side. Select them, vote. My vote on the right-hand side. So now I have voted for those two. There are a number of other wonderful people that I would love for you to take some time to vote for. Tinch Tillman. By the way, if you hit T, that'll jump down to Tinch. Tim Jones, Tinch Tillman, both of those guys, awesome people. We've got Cord Struckman.
Thomas Morellis.
Yeah, Tom Morellis. That's a good guy. Yeah, he knows what he's talking about. That is a very good person. I'm not sure that should be the same one. Probably vote for both of them. If you're not sure, vote for more. Then we've got Mike Shin. Again, if you hit M, that'll jump over to your exact location. And where are you, Mike? I do not see your last name. There we go, Mike Shin. And then, of course, we got Jason Gant, wherever he is. Okay, Gant. That's another one. I want to make sure I point that one out. Eddie Kriegel as well. He's written some Revit management books. He knows what he's doing. Good people to vote for.
Is John Markwell in there?
I don't know. I'm not sure about all those other ones, but anyway, yep, that's it. That's all you have to do. You log in, right? You create a pretty easy register, then you log in using call for proposals, AU voting, slam, dunk, easy peasy. Yes. There you go.
All right. That was so easy. I was doing it while you were doing it. I am all registered, and I have all voted.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and so does everyone else. Guys, we have just a week to do this. So hey crew, as many of you who can vote, please do. And if you can vote multiple times, if you have that much extra time, that would be really helpful.
Vote early, vote often.
Yeah, vote often, vote early. Vote for the people on the site. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful afternoon.
As always, informative, my friend. Thank you.
You're welcome.